My beloved child, a great thing, a supernatural event, a marvelous revelation from heaven is about to pour down upon your house, not only upon you, but upon many others. Faithful believers who have walked in steadfastness, souls who have longed for my presence, those who have prayed and waited, they too will experience this. For the time I have appointed has come, and I, the Almighty God, am moving across the earth. A mighty divine wave is about to sweep through, shaking the earth and awakening souls that have been slumbering. O my child, I am sending my angels to you and to those who belong to me. They are not coming merely to observe, nor are they coming just to stand beside you in silence. They come with a mission, a grand purpose that, if I were to reveal entirely now, you would not be able to fully comprehend. But trust me, for what is about to take place will astonish you, shake your soul, and transform your life forever. Do you sense the stirring within your spirit? Do you perceive that something is drawing near? A movement you cannot explain but can clearly feel. That is the echo of heaven, the tremor in the spiritual realm as my angels advance, as my power fills the spaces where I am honored. Prepare your heart, for my presence will come upon your house in a way you have never known before. Some will see dreams unfold, heavenly visions will come alive, and their spiritual eyes will be opened to behold what they have never seen. Some will hear the whispers of angels, guiding, warning, and encouraging them to walk in obedience. Some will feel a deep peace, a supernatural strength flowing within them, a powerful renewal, as if a wind from heaven is sweeping through their souls. But my child, do not let outward signs distract you from what matters most, your relationship with me. For I do not come merely to perform miracles. I come to transform your heart. I come to change you from the inside out, to draw you closer to me, to help you understand my will more deeply, and to walk in the calling I prepared for you before the foundation of the world. O my child, be vigilant, for not everyone is ready to receive this visitation. There are those who will miss the moment when heaven draws near because their hearts are unprepared, because they have allowed the world to bind their minds, blinding them to the truth. But do not be like them. Open your heart wide. Long for me. Seek me with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, for those who seek me sincerely will find me. My child, when this divine wave comes, when my angels are sent forth to fulfill my commands, you will see a clear distinction. Those who belong to me will be lifted to a new level of faith. They will be empowered to do great things, and they will walk in an unprecedented clarity. But those who reject my presence, those who do not prepare their hearts, will find themselves left in spiritual dryness, lost in the storm of the world. Do not let yourself be left behind. Do not be swept away by meaningless distractions and miss the moment of heaven drawing near. Stay awake, be spiritually discerning. Let your heart receive what I am doing, and walk forward with courage, for the days ahead will be the days when my power is revealed in the most mighty way. The angels I have sent do not come empty-handed. They carry my commission, my power to break the chains that have bound you, and my light to reveal what you have not been able to see before. My child, there are truths that have been hidden, things the enemy has sought to keep from you, but that time has ended. The veil will be lifted, and the truth will be exposed in my light. My angels will usher you into a new dimension of understanding, that you may see what I am doing, and recognize the plans I have long prepared for you. Oh, my child, when the spiritual door opens, you will experience something you have never known before. Doors you were unaware of will be unlocked, Opportunities you never imagined will arise, and paths you thought were blocked will be cleared. What was once shut will burst open before you, not by your own strength, but by my authority. Do not be surprised when you see new paths unfold, and do not be dismayed when I lead you to places you never thought you would go, for I am doing a new thing. I am bringing you into a new season, a new release, a new outpouring. But, my child, prepare your heart. When my light shines, it will not only reveal the good, but it will also expose what must be removed. When my angels come, they do not bring only blessings, they bring cleansing and renewal. They will break off the bondages you did not even know you carried. They will uproot what has hindered your progress, and sometimes this process will not be comfortable. There will be things you must face, truths you must accept, and burdens you must let go of. But do not be afraid, my child, for all that I do is for your good. I do not take away anything without giving you something far greater in return. Are you ready? Are you willing to open your heart to what I am doing? For I do not force my way in, I do not compel. I stand at the door and knock, and you must be the one to open. I am sending my angels, but you must welcome their presence. If you close your heart, if you resist change, if you cling to the old, you will not be able to step into the new that I have prepared for you. Oh, my child, do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Do not let the limitations of your own thinking cause you to miss this divine visitation. Do not let your heart be distracted by the temporary and forget the eternal. Rise up, prepare yourself, and wait with expectation, for what I am about to do will go beyond anything you can imagine. My child, the time has come. Heaven is moving. My angels have been sent, and they are drawing near to your house. Open the door, open your heart, and step into alignment with my will. For this is not just a fleeting moment, but the beginning of a new season in your life. A season of revelation, a season of breakthrough, a season where you will walk in my glory as never before. When my angels come to your house, they come with a great mission, a mission that will shake every unstable foundation in your life. They come to shine my light into the hidden corners you have long avoided facing. They come to expose what has lurked in the darkness, the spirits that do not belong to the light but have disguised themselves as light to deceive you. They come to tear away the veils that have clouded your spiritual eyes, so that you may see the truth clearly, no longer distorted by fear, no longer hidden by doubt, no longer colored by the illusions you have created for yourself. The time for hiding is over. The time for pretending that all is well has passed. This is the time of confrontation. This is the moment when I place the truth right before you. The truth about the people around you. The truth about the relationships you have clung to. The truth about your own heart that you have tried to avoid. Nothing can remain hidden anymore. Everything will be revealed in my light. There will be things that will startle you, truths that will bring you pain. But my children, do not be afraid, for everything I reveal is not to harm you, but to set you free, not to bring you down, but to lead you into true freedom. My angels will whisper into your spirit, and you will recognize my voice through them. Their words are not empty. They are words from heaven, words carrying power to break the invisible chains that have bound you for so many years. You have walked with people you believe to be good, but now you will know who truly belongs to the light and who does not. You have placed your trust in empty promises, but now you will see what is real and what is false. There are things you have convinced yourself do not matter, things you thought you could overlook, things you believed you did not need to confront. But I say to you today, you can no longer live in deception. Whether it is the deception from others or the deception you have imposed upon yourself. I love you too much to let you continue on the wrong path. I care for you too deeply to allow you to remain trapped in what does not belong to you. Are you afraid, my children? Are you anxious about what I will reveal? I know that the truth is not always comfortable. But I also know that only when you face it can you step into true freedom. You have accepted toxic relationships because you thought they were the best you could have. You have held on to false beliefs because you were afraid to let go. But I tell you that you are worthy of something greater. I have prepared for you a higher path, a greater calling, a life where you no longer dwell in the shadow of deception. So do not fear what you are about to hear. Do not run from what I am about to reveal. Be ready to open your eyes, open your heart, and open your mind to receive my light. When I shine, what does not belong to me will be exposed. When I speak, what is not aligned with the truth will be removed. My children, when I place the truth before you, you have two choices. You can accept it and allow me to lead you into a new path, or you can ignore it and continue living in blindness. But remember this, you cannot have both. You cannot hold on to the light while still clinging to the darkness. You cannot walk in truth while still grasping deception. This is the time for you to decide. This is the moment for you to choose which path you will take. My beloved child, prepare your heart, for I am transforming your home in ways you have never imagined. It will no longer be just a physical shelter. The very place where you dwell will become a living altar, where my presence reigns, where my glory fills every corner. My angels will enter every room, move through every hallway, searching even the hidden spaces you have overlooked. They do not come merely to observe, nor do they come to bring temporary comfort. They come carrying my fire, a fire that will consume all that is not of holiness, a fire that will reveal what has been concealed. What has hidden in the shadows will no longer remain unseen. The lies you have believed, the invisible chains that have bound your soul, the things that have kept you trapped in fear, in pain, in the grip of the past, all will be exposed before my light. But do not be afraid. Do not panic when you see things revealed that you never expected. Do not shrink back when my light illuminates what you have tried to hide, even from yourself. For I have not come to destroy you, but to restore you. I do not expose to condemn, but to redeem. The secrets you have buried, the memories you have been too afraid to touch, the wounds you thought had long been silenced, now they will no longer have power over you. My light will set you free from everything that has held you captive in pain and despair. Do you remember? How many times have you told yourself that you were fine, that you had moved on, yet deep inside you still carried burdens too heavy to name? How many times have you smiled while your heart was weighed down by unresolved sorrow? These things have quietly invaded your home, little by little, like creeping shadows seeping into every unnoticed space. But today, I come to change that. Let my angels move through every room, the room where you have wept in the night, the room where you have knelt in desperation, the room where you have felt alone, the room where your long-buried dreams still wait to be revived. Every place, every corner, every space will no longer belong to darkness, but will become a sanctuary of holiness. A river of renewal will flow through your home, saturating the walls, the very dust, and even the breath you take. And as my light shines, there will be no place left for darkness to remain. Then, you will experience something you never have before. Not just a change in your physical surroundings, but a transformation from within your soul. Your home will no longer be just a place of shelter. It will become my dwelling place, a sanctuary where my presence abides, where you can hear my voice more clearly than ever before. You will walk through your home and sense a supernatural peace, a divine protection surrounding you. My beloved, this is not merely a dream or a distant promise. This is the reality I am bringing to you. But to receive it, you must be ready. You must have the courage to face what will be uncovered. You must have the faith to know that I am always for you, and that whatever I reveal is for your good. Do not resist my light. Do not try to hold on to what no longer belongs to you. Open the door, not just the physical door of your home, but the door of your heart. Let me in. Let me do my work. Then you will see, when the night is driven away, when the burdens are lifted, when the truth shines forth and every chain that bound you is broken, you will experience a freedom you have never known before. You will walk with a lightness in your soul, no longer weighed down by what once held you captive. You will see more clearly, hear my voice more fully, and walk the path I have prepared for you with confidence and unwavering faith. Do not be afraid. Do not shy away from what is coming. Embrace the transformation that I am bringing, for I am rebuilding. I am renewing. I am turning your home into a place of life, of healing, of peace, and of my divine presence. Let my light shine forth and allow me to lead you into a new season. A season of freedom, of restoration, and of a life made whole in me. This visitation is not a singular event, nor is it confined to your home or your personal life alone. No, this is a great movement, a holy wave rising, sweeping across nations, touching every family, every community where hearts are longing for me, looking toward heaven. This is the moment when heaven aligns with earth. An explosion of divine presence, a time of transition unlike anything you have ever seen before. No wall can hinder it. No door can be shut against this visitation. From the most humble places to the highest realms, from distant lands to the very heart of bustling cities, my light is pouring in, shaking everything that is old, breaking every chain of darkness. Those who have been spiritually asleep will awaken. Hardened hearts will be softened before the fire of my love. Eyes that have been veiled by the fog of deception will be opened to see the truth that cannot be distorted, cannot be extinguished, and cannot be ignored. My child, look around. See what is unfolding not just in your own life but across the earth. Let your spiritual ears hear my voice echoing in the wind, in every breath of creation. Do you realize that you are not alone? Do you see that at this very moment, millions, even billions, are sensing the same stirring, being awakened, being called by name into a new season? This is not merely an individual shift, but a collective transformation. This is not just a breakthrough in families, but the overthrow of an entire system of darkness that has been rooted in the world for far too long. Do you recognize the signs? The spiritual hunger that the world cannot satisfy? The prophecies spoken from generations past now coming to pass? The cries of souls longing for justice and truth? What you are witnessing is not random. This is the appointed time, the time that has caused every force to tremble as they behold my light breaking forth over the nations. But remember this: when my light comes, darkness will thrash in its final struggle. That which has lurked in the shadows will rise up, attempting to resist this illumination. You will witness an uprising of lies, opposition, and waves of confusion and fear trying to push back against the work I am doing. Do not be afraid when you see this. Do not let your heart be shaken by the turbulence the world will try to create, for I have forewarned you. Before the dawn, the night is at its darkest. Before renewal, there is a battle. But take heart, for I am with you. Stand firm in my fire, hold fast to your faith, for this is the time you are called to be a pioneer, a warrior of light. You are not only a recipient of this visitation, but you are also one who is sent forth to carry this flame to places that have never known my name. Do not keep what I have given you confined within the walls of your home. Do not let the revelations I have unveiled remain in a limited space. No, you must take this out. You must spread it like a holy wildfire, like an unstoppable rushing river that nothing can hold back. Open your mouth and proclaim. Use your own voice to declare the truth that I have revealed. Go to those who are lost, to those still dwelling in darkness without realizing it. Take hold of the hands of the despairing and lead them out of the abyss. Comfort those who weep in sorrow, and let them know that the dawn is coming. Look into the eyes of the fearful, and let them see the hope within you. A hope that does not come from this world, but from me and my people. Prepare yourselves for even greater things, for what you see now is only the beginning. This is merely the first wave of a mighty spiritual flood. Greater revelations are coming. Miracles never before seen by human eyes will unfold. Healings undeniable, transformations so profound that no one will be able to deny that it is my work. Walls will crumble, veils will be torn. The barriers between generations, between nations, between social classes will no longer hold power. I am gathering my people from every corner of the earth, from the farthest lands to the greatest centers of power. I am raising up prophets, teachers, spiritual warriors, anointed leaders to usher my people into a new era of spiritual abundance. So prepare your heart. Keep your lamp burning. Keep your soul in holiness, in an unquenchable hunger for my presence. Stay awake. Do not let distractions pull you away from what I am doing, for the days ahead will be unlike anything you have ever known. Those who are ready will step into a glory they never dared to dream of. Those who hesitate will miss the greatest opportunity that heaven is pouring out. My child, rise up. Step into the waters that are flowing. Open your heart, stretch out your arms, and surrender your very life to receive what I am doing. For this moment, this season, this movement, this is the very manifestation you have longed for, the promise you have prayed for, the answer your soul has hungered for. And now, it is right before your eyes. You did not bow to the temptations of this world. You did not kneel before the false idols that so many have chased after. I have seen your heart. I have seen you fight to remain pure in the midst of a fallen world. I have heard your prayers, your silent cries for something deeper, for a true encounter with me. And now, because you have been faithful, I will pour out my Spirit upon you in a way never before seen. Prepare yourself, for my signs will be undeniable, so powerful that no one will be able to reject them. There will be those among you who hear strange sounds in the night, not the ordinary sounds of this world, but echoes from heaven, the harmonies of eternity. Some will feel a supernatural weight in their rooms, a presence so holy, so overwhelming, that they will do nothing but fall to their knees in worship. Those who seek me with all their hearts will have their eyes opened to see divine visions, revelations, not just for themselves, but to shape the days ahead, to lead my people in wisdom and power. My angels will come, not with the soft wings you once imagined, but with swords of fire. Yet do not be afraid, for they do not come to destroy you, but to cut away the chains that have bound you for too long. There are things that have held you captive in darkness, invisible shackles you have not even recognized. They may be the lies you have believed, the wounds of the past that have imprisoned your soul, the fears you have clung to for too long. But now I will act. The fire of heaven will consume every captivity. That which has hindered you from stepping into the freedom I have ordained for you will be utterly broken. My child, I am preparing you for something greater. Your calling is not small. You are not a wandering soul drifting aimlessly through this world. You are part of the great plan I am unfolding. You have been chosen to rise, to bring my light into the darkness, to be a voice of truth amidst the multitude of lies. But for you to do this, I must purify you. I must prepare you. I must equip you with the power of heaven. And you will see this not only within yourself, but across the world. A spiritual awakening is sweeping through my people. Those who have been asleep in their faith will be awakened. Those who have been trapped in complacency will be revived. Those who thought the days of miracles had passed will witness things beyond human understanding. For I am not a distant God. I am not a Lord who sits idly in heaven without regard for my people. No, I am drawing near. I am visiting. I am moving with a spiritual storm that no one can stop. Let your heart be open. Prepare yourself. Let me do my work in you without resistance. If I tell you to let go of something, do not hold on to it. If I reveal a truth you have never seen before, do not turn away. If I lead you down a path you have never walked, trust me, for I know the best way for you. I know what you need to fulfill the calling I have placed upon you. And, my child, do not be afraid when you see the world around you shake. Do not fear when you see the systems men have trusted in collapse. Do not be alarmed when chaos rises, when cries of distress echo everywhere. For this is not destruction, it is a divine realignment. I am setting everything in order according to my will. I am overturning the thrones of those who do not belong to me. I am tearing down strongholds of wickedness. And in this shaking, my people, those who remain faithful to me, will not be moved. Stand firm, my child. Hold fast to my word. Let your feet be planted on my solid rock. For the days ahead will not be easy, but those who take refuge in me will not be harmed. Those who place their trust in me will be preserved. Those who walk in my guidance will see my glory revealed in ways they have never seen before. I am pouring out my spirit like a mighty rain across the earth, and those who hunger, those who open their hearts, will be filled. Those who seek me will find me. Those who knock will see the door open. Those who long for my presence will no longer feel empty, but will be saturated with the abundant life that only I can give. Remember this. This is not a fleeting moment, but an eternal shift. What I am doing cannot be reversed. What I am unleashing cannot be extinguished. For when I command, no one can hinder. When I begin, no one can stop. So then, my child, be steadfast. Embrace what I am doing with an open heart. Let me set you ablaze with my fire. Let me purify you with the fire of heaven. Let me break every chain that has held you captive for so long. For you are called to a greater purpose, and I am preparing you, not just for yourself, but so that you may be a light in this world, a carrier of my presence, a warrior in my kingdom, one who is sent to bring life to those still dwelling in darkness. This is a season of severance, a time when I will break every bond that has kept you trapped in fear, doubt, and chaos. This is no longer a time for hesitation or delay. What has kept you in darkness, the chains that have bound your mind and soul for so long, all will be shattered by my power. My beloved child, the enemy has relentlessly attacked you. He has sown lies into your heart, making you believe that you are not strong enough, not worthy enough, that you are forever bound by the mistakes of your past. He has sought to drain you, to discourage you, to make you believe there is no way out. But now, my light will shine brighter than ever before. I will lift the veil from your eyes, so that you may see his wicked schemes, so that you may understand that you have never been abandoned, that I have always been by your side, ready to reach out and set you free. My presence will consume every lie, expose every deception, and illuminate every oppressive spirit that has tried to subdue you. What you could not see before will now be revealed. What you did not understand will become clear. You will look back on the days behind you and realize that there were things you trusted in. But in truth, I am moving, my child. I have not come merely to make small adjustments in your life. I have come to break, to shake, to tear down every stronghold the enemy has built within you. The false beliefs you have clung to for so long, I will strip away and replace with my truth. The wounds you have buried deep inside, I will bring into the light. Not to shame you, but to heal you completely. The fears that have held you back, I will drive them out of your life, so that you may walk in the complete freedom I have ordained for you. But my beloved child, I need you to partner with me in this season. I am cutting away what no longer belongs to you, but are you willing to let it go? I am calling you out of the places that have held you captive, but are you ready to step forward? I am closing the doors that have allowed the enemy access to your life, but will you trust me to lead you to the new doors I have prepared for you? Do not fear when everything around you begins to shake. Do not cling to what I am telling you to release. Perhaps you have grown familiar with these things. Perhaps you have learned to live with them. But my child, do not let familiarity keep you bound. I have not called you to a life of bondage. I did not create you merely to exist in fear and limitation. I have called you into freedom. I have prepared for you a path of creativity, breakthrough, and heavenly power. When my light shines, everything will change. What has been hidden will no longer remain concealed. The true hearts of people will be revealed. The relationships you thought were healthy but were actually holding you back will be severed. The words you once trusted but were in reality manipulations will be exposed. I will make you see clearly who has been genuine with you and who has been disguised in the shadows, leading you astray. You will recognize the presence of my angels the moment they arrive, for the atmosphere around you will no longer be the same. The burdens that once weighed heavily upon your shoulders, the loads you thought you could never lay down, will suddenly become light, as if a mighty wind has swept away the dark clouds that veiled your soul. The space around you will be filled with a new radiance, a breath of life, a vitality you have never experienced before. Every stagnation, every blockage in your mind will be dispelled, making way for an intense awakening, a profound awareness of my presence. The messengers I send do not come in silence. They carry a resounding call, an awakening that cannot be ignored. When they speak, Their words will not be mere sounds, but like lightning piercing through the night, like thunder shaking your spirit from slumber. Every word they utter will penetrate deeply, shaking your soul, stirring what has long lain dormant within you. You will hear with absolute clarity, no more doubt, no more hesitation. This is my voice speaking through them. You will witness every barrier separating you from me being torn down. The walls you have built around yourself, the walls of fear, of pain, of doubt, will no longer stand. When my angels arrive, they will bring with them the fire of heaven to burn away all bondage, to release you into a new reality. A reality where you are no longer hindered by invisible chains, no longer held back by the weight of the past. You will not be able to remain as you once were. You will not be able to return to old patterns, to familiar ways. For once my light has shone upon you, you will see everything with clarity. You will understand the true purpose behind all that I have done in your life. You will recognize that every trial, every pain, every season of waiting, none of it was in vain. They have refined you, prepared you, so that when this transformation comes, you will not be overcome by fear. The dreams you believed had died will be revived. The promises you thought had been forgotten will be remembered, but this time they will not be mere words. They will become a living reality. You will feel the heartbeat of something new rising within your spirit, a thirst unlike any before, a longing for my presence deeper than ever. But my beloved, remember this. This is not merely a fleeting moment. This is not just a brief touch that will fade away. This is a transformation, a turning point in your life. I have not come merely to move you for a moment, only for you to return to life as before. No, I am transforming you, setting you on a new path, calling you to a higher level. And once you have encountered this presence, you will never again be satisfied with the ordinary. You will see what you have never seen, hear what you have never heard, and experience what you have only read about in the scriptures. Miracles will no longer be distant, no longer confined to stories told by others. They will unfold in your very life. I am opening your eyes to see the spiritual realm in an entirely new way. But my child, be ready. When the light comes, the darkness will resist. When the truth is revealed, deception will try to hold you back. The enemy will attempt to whisper in your ear, making you doubt what you are experiencing. It will tell you that this is just an illusion, that you are exaggerating everything. But you must remember that I am not a God of ambiguity. When I act, everything becomes clear. When I speak, your heart will know with certainty that it is me. So, stand firm. Prepare your spirit. Open your heart fully to receive all that I am doing. Allow my spirit to move freely within you, unrestrained by old patterns or past understandings. Do not try to confine this experience within the limits of what you have known, for I am doing a new thing, something beyond anything you have ever encountered before. Do you see it? The enemy has not ceased to lay traps, seeking every way to bring you down. He has tried to suffocate your faith, to shake you with trials, to make you question whether you are strong enough to keep going. He has sought to plant seeds of doubt in your heart, whispering that you are unworthy, that you are not strong enough to move forward, that you are too weak to withstand the storm. But what he does not realize is that I have been working even more powerfully. While he has schemed to bring you down, I have been preparing you for a greater rising than ever before. When he sought to wear you down with invisible burdens, I placed within you a strength that surpasses all adversity. When he whispered lies into your mind, I planted within you seeds of unwavering faith. And now, those seeds are about to sprout, growing into a mighty forest that cannot be shaken. What you have endured has not been in vain. Every trial, every stumble, every tear has been a part of your refinement. You may have faced seasons that felt unbearable, days when it seemed as if you were drowning in pain and loss. But my beloved, look again. You are still standing. You are still here, and not just surviving, but growing stronger, wiser, and more resilient. I did not allow you to walk through trials without purpose. I did not let you pass through the fire without reason. Everything that has happened is part of my plan for you, because I know that you were not created to be defeated. You were not made to dwell in darkness or remain bound. You were born to walk in glory, to carry my light, to rise and shine in a world engulfed in darkness. Remember, when the enemy attacks you, it is not a sign of failure, but a sign of an impending breakthrough. He does not attack those who stand still. He does not bother with those who pose no threat to his kingdom. But you are my warrior. You are a threat to the darkness, and that is why he seeks to bring you down. But he will not win, because at the very moment he thinks you are exhausted, that you are about to fall, it is then that I will lift you up. I will raise you by my own strength. When he believes you have lost your way, that you are ready to give up, it is then that I will illuminate the path before you. When he thinks he has extinguished the fire within you, that he has snuffed out your hope, it is then that I will send a fresh wind to ignite a blaze stronger than ever before. Do you know, my child? The enemy cannot see what I am doing in the dark. He cannot perceive what I have placed within you. He thinks that his attacks will destroy you, but he does not realize that the very things he uses against you are the instruments I use to refine you. He does not know that in every moment of pain, I am shaping you, preparing you for a mighty rising. My beloved child, do not let trials discourage you. Do not let past wounds make you afraid to move forward. Do not let lies cause you to doubt yourself, for I am doing something new within you. What the enemy intended to harm you, I will turn into a stepping stone to elevate you. What he thought would cause you to fall, I will transform into the foundation of your rising. This is the time for you to act, not just to listen. This is not a gentle awakening, but a decisive movement, a turning point, where you must choose to step forward with your whole heart and unwavering faith. I am opening before you doors that you once thought were impossible to enter. Those doors were not closed because I withheld them from you, but because you were not yet ready to walk through them. But now the preparation is complete. Every lesson I have taught you, every trial you have endured, every wisdom you have gained, everything has led you to this moment. But remember, my child, the doors may be open, but you must be the one to step through. I will set before you opportunities that will not only require wisdom, but will demand an absolute trust in me. You will not see the full picture right away. There will be moments when you feel as though you are walking through the mist, uncertain of what lies ahead. But this is precisely where your faith will be tested. I have not called you to walk by sight, but by trust. You will face situations where you must choose, either to retreat into the comfort and familiarity of the past, or to step into the unknown yet extraordinary future I have prepared for you. I know this may seem frightening. I know you long for certainty, for assurance before you move. But my child, if you wait until you have all the guarantees the world offers, you will never step into what I have prepared. You must learn to listen to my voice more than ever before. Do not rely on your own understanding, for it will only slow you down. Do not wait for everything to align perfectly in your eyes, for I am working in ways you cannot yet comprehend. I will lead you into places you never expected. I will open doors you never thought you were qualified for. But, my child, I do not call the already equipped. I equip those whom I call. Remember, what I am doing in this season is not just for you to witness, it is for you to participate in. I am moving and I am inviting you to walk with me. The things I set before you will require you to abandon fear, to let go of limited thinking, and to step out of your comfort zone. You cannot hold on to the past while expecting to receive the future I have prepared. You cannot stand at the boundary between two worlds, one foot in the light and one in the darkness, and still expect to see my glory in your life. What is coming will not be easy. It will test your endurance, your faithfulness, and your trust in me. You will face crossroads, moments where you must decide if you are willing to trade your comfort for something greater. I do not promise that this journey will be easy, but I promise that it will be worth it. You must let go of your old way of thinking, the limitations you once placed upon yourself, the thoughts that you are not good enough, not strong enough, not talented enough, can no longer exist in this season. I am calling you into a place where you must see yourself through my eyes. You can no longer live within the boundaries you have set for yourself, or those imposed upon you by the world. You can no longer allow the past to define your future. I am making a way for you, but you must be willing to walk. You must have the courage to let go of what no longer serves my purpose in your life. You may have to leave behind relationships that were once important, but are no longer aligned with where I am leading you. You may have to step away from places that once felt safe to enter a completely new territory. I know that may seem frightening, but my child, I will never call you to walk alone. You will not face these challenges on your own. My angels will go before you, clearing the path ahead. They will dissolve obstacles, weaken the opposition, and shield you from the arrows of the enemy. But you must take the steps forward. They cannot walk for you. They can only move ahead of you when you choose to move. This is a season of boldness. This is a season of courage. This is a season where you must be stronger than ever, because I am preparing to bring you into things beyond your wildest dreams. The promises I have spoken over you will begin to take shape, but you must have the faith to seize them. That which has been delayed will be accelerated. That which has been lost will be restored. That which has been locked will be opened. But are you ready to walk through that door? My beloved, do not hesitate any longer. This is no longer a time to stand on the sidelines, no longer a time to question whether you are capable. The time of delay is over. This is the moment for you to step out in faith, to move forward with the boldness I have placed within you long ago. I have prepared you for this. I have trained you through every trial. I have refined you in what seemed like the darkest of days. Nothing you have gone through has been in vain, for it has all been necessary preparation for what is to come. There is no room for passivity. There is no space for hesitation. This is a season of absolute obedience, full surrender without doubt, without the chains of the past, without fear holding you back. My angels will guide you, will open your eyes to see the way ahead. But my child, it must be you who walks. They cannot walk for you. They cannot do this in your place. The first step must come from you, from a heart that is fully trusting in me. Do not wait until the conditions are perfect. Do not wait until everything aligns according to what feels safe. If you wait until you feel like you have everything in hand, you will never begin. If you wait until you feel fully ready, you will miss what I am doing right now. For this world will never offer you absolute certainty. But my child, I am your certainty. Remember that those whom I have called before you, they did not always feel ready. When I called Moses, he said he could not speak fluently. When I called Joshua, he was hesitant to lead a nation. When I chose David, no one thought a shepherd boy could defeat a giant warrior. But you see, my calling is not dependent on your sufficiency. I do not seek perfect people. I choose those who are willing to trust me beyond their fears. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You do not need to know every detail of the path ahead. All you need is to believe that I am leading you, and that is enough. Do not let insecurity hold you back. Do not let your fear of the unknown keep you from stepping forward. I did not call you to stay within the confines of your comfort zone. I called you to step out, to walk into things that only I can accomplish through you. Remember, when Peter walked on water, he did not do so because he had the ability within himself. He walked because he fixed his eyes on me. The moment he began to focus on the wind and waves around him, when he allowed his circumstances to overshadow his faith, that was when he began to sink. But the very moment he cried out, I reached out and took hold of his hand. My child, I am holding your hand right now. Stand firm in the truth that I am with you, and that is all you need. Let my word be the light to your path. Step forward even when you cannot see the whole picture. Act in faith even when you do not know every detail. For as you walk in faith, you will see me making a way before you. Doors that once seemed shut will open. Paths that once seemed impassable will become clear. Miracles you never imagined will unfold before your eyes. This is the season of breakthrough. This is the season of transformation. This is the season in which you will witness my faithfulness in ways you have never experienced before. But to see it, you must step forward. There is no more time to hesitate, no more time to doubt, no more time to question whether you are worthy. For I have chosen you. I have anointed you. I have equipped you for this very moment. Walk boldly, my beloved. Embrace what I am doing. Do not look back. Do not cling to what has passed. Do not let the past hold you captive when I am calling you into a glorious future. As you move forward, you will see my grace covering you. As you take each step, you will see my provision. As you trust in me, you will witness my power working undeniably in your life. My child, I have set a path before you. Are you ready to walk in it? Are you ready to trust me completely? Are you ready to allow me to lead you into a reality you have never known? If so, then do not delay any longer. Step forward. Trust. Enter into the great things I have prepared for you. This is the time. This is the moment. This is my word for you right now. You have been living in a world where darkness has crept into every corner, unnoticed. It does not always appear in a terrifying or menacing form. Often it wears a disguise, subtle and deceptive, making you believe it is harmless, even good. You have unknowingly opened doors to things that are not of me, allowing unfamiliar spirits to enter your lives. Stepping into places I had prepared for you, they have not come to uplift you, not to bring light, but to obscure your way, to pull you away from the truth I have placed within you from the very beginning. There are relationships that have been formed, promises that have been spoken, and covenants that have been made, yet you are unaware that they carry a binding force from the darkness. There are habits, things you consider normal, but in reality they are chains that gradually drain your soul, leaving you weary and empty. Do you see it? This is not a coincidence. The enemy has carefully woven these things into your life in a cunning way, making what is false appear acceptable, making deception look like truth, and making my truth seem distant and unfamiliar. My child, this is not the time to close your eyes and ignore it. This is not the time to tolerate darkness in any form. You cannot continue living with a divided heart, seeking me while still holding on to things that do not belong to me. You cannot long for the light while allowing darkness to remain in your life. The time has come to separate yourself. The time has come to see clearly what is happening around you, to recognize the things that are influencing your mind, your heart, and your soul. Examine what you have allowed into your life. Reconsider what you are listening to, what you are watching, and the people you are walking with. Are these things drawing you closer to my truth, or are they pulling you further away? Are they bringing light to your spirit, or are they leaving you exhausted and confused? Be alert, my child, for not everything that comes to you has good intentions. The enemy does not approach with an open declaration that it will destroy you. It comes with sweetness, with enticing promises, with images that appear attractive, but behind it all, a trap has been set. So what will you do? Will you continue to compromise, to turn a blind eye, to allow things that do not belong to me to remain in your life? Or will you rise up and break free from them? This is the time for you to make a decision. This is the time for you to choose who will be the master of your life. I do not force you, but I call you. Step out of the darkness. Reject the lies. Expose the things that have bound you for so long. Cast away what has stolen your peace. When you do this, when you choose me over the things you have been familiar with, I will move powerfully in your life. I will cleanse you. I will wash away everything that has stained your soul. I will lead you into a new season, a season where you will no longer be held back, no longer deceived, no longer bound by unseen chains. But before this can happen, you must be willing. I will not force you to let go of what you still cling to, but if you surrender everything into my hands, I will do something new in your life, something that has never been done before. My child, I do not want you to live a half-hearted life. I do not want only a part of you to belong to me while the other part is entangled in the things of this world. I want you to be completely free. I want you to walk in clarity, in peace that nothing can take away. I want you to see this world through my eyes, so that you will no longer be deceived, no longer be controlled by anything except my truth. So rise up, look at the truth. Let my light shine into the places you have been afraid to face. Do not fear when the hidden things are exposed, for I have not come to shame you, I have come to set you free. When you step out of the darkness, you will realize how light you feel, how clearly you see, and how free you truly are. Step out of the unintended covenants you have made with this world. Close every door the enemy has used to sneak into your life. Purify your house, not just your physical home, but your mind and soul. What you read, what you listen to, what you speak, let it all reflect my truth. Do not allow anything contrary to me to have a place in you anymore. My beloved child, as you do this, as you choose me above all else, you will witness breakthroughs like never before. Prayers that once seemed unanswered will be fulfilled. Chains that appeared unbreakable will be shattered. Walls that have hindered you from stepping into my calling will come crashing down, and you will come to realize one thing: you were never alone. You never had to fight on your own. I have always been here, waiting for you to return, waiting for you to choose me over what this world offers. So what will you choose today? Will you continue holding on to the things that are keeping you bound, or will you let them go to embrace the freedom I am offering? Will you dare to let me purify you completely, so that you may walk in the light I have destined for you? Are you ready for me to do something new in your life? If you are ready, come to me. Say to me that you choose me, and I will move in ways you have never imagined. This is the moment of transformation. This is the time to renounce all that does not belong to me. This is the time to step into the light and never return to the darkness. Be bold. Rise up. Choose me, for I have chosen you since before time began, and I am waiting for you to step into the freedom you were created to live in. I have come to expose the doors you have unknowingly opened to darkness, to uproot the things that have hindered my work in your life. There are things you have unknowingly accepted, things you have brought into your home without discernment, yet they have silently dimmed the light within you. Do you realize this? In your house, in the space you thought was safe, there are things that carry spiritual bondage that you have not yet perceived. There are objects you have received from others, gifts that seem harmless, but were given with dark intentions. There are items you have purchased because they appeared beautiful or interesting, yet you did not know they had been used in rituals that do not belong to me. There are symbols and images you have allowed to be present in your life, but they serve as open doors for spirits that are not of me to enter. My child, have you ever felt a heaviness in your home without understanding why? Have you experienced strange dreams, moments when you sensed a presence that was not from me, yet you could not explain it? This is not a coincidence. There are things you are holding on to, things you consider normal, but they are anchors that allow darkness to take root in your life. Every time you touch them, look at them, or even think about them, you unintentionally reinforce their presence in your home. Have you ever wondered why certain prayers seem to go unanswered? Why some doors that I have prepared for you remain shut? My child, there are things that have been blocking my blessings, things you need to let go of in order to step into true freedom. My angels will come, and they will reveal these things to you with clarity. Do not be surprised if you begin to notice things you have never paid attention to before. Do not be afraid when you feel a stirring in your heart to remove items you once cherished. I am opening your eyes. I am giving you discernment to recognize what has been holding you back all this time. But my child, I will not force you. I will not take these things from your hands. You must be willing to surrender them. Remember that when the Israelites entered the Promised Land, I commanded them to destroy all idols, to tear down everything that belonged to the pagan gods of the nations. Not because I wanted to take away what they loved, but because I knew that if those things remained, they would draw their hearts away from me. They would become a stumbling block to them. My child, what is in your house may seem harmless, but I see what you do not see. I know what you do not know. If I point out something for you to remove, it is because I am protecting you. So, are you ready? Are you willing to open your heart to this cleansing? Will you dare to let me reveal the hidden things? Are you willing to let go of what I show you, even if it has value, even if it carries meaning for you, even if it is tied to memories. Remember, there is nothing you surrender for my sake that I will not replace with something far better. There is nothing you lose in obedience to me that I will not restore with something more complete. Do not let anything hold you back. Do not let any object, any habit, or any relationship become a chain that binds you from the freedom I have for you. When you remove these things, you will feel the change immediately. The atmosphere in your home will become lighter. Your sleep will become more peaceful. The doors that have been closed will open. Prayers that seemed hindered will begin to be answered. For when you step away from what does not belong to me, you make way for my presence to be fully poured into your life. My child, do not fear this change. Do not cling to what was once comfortable but does not bring life. Do not let the past define your future. I am calling you into a new purity, a new level of holiness, a new dimension of glory. But you must choose it. Will you dare to obey even when you do not fully understand? Will you dare to let go even when it is difficult? Are you willing to let me cleanse everything that does not belong to me in your life? If your heart says, "Yes, Lord, I am ready," then let me lead you. Listen to my voice. Allow my Spirit to show you step by step and boldly remove them. My beloved, there are things you have done that you yourself have not realized. Not only your actions, not only the things you keep in your home, but even the very words you have spoken hold power to open doors for darkness to enter. You have unknowingly invited forces that do not belong to me through your own words. Do you realize this? Your tongue carries immense power. The words you speak are not merely sounds leaving your lips. They carry an invisible force that shapes the reality around you. Your words can build, but they can also destroy. They can bring life, but they can also pave the way for death. I have heard what you have spoken in moments of anger, in hours of disappointment, in times when you felt overwhelmed, when pressures surrounded you. You have spoken negative words, bitter words, words of doubt. You have spoken of your lack as if it were permanent. You have complained about your hardships as if they would never end. You have uttered negative words about your future, about yourself, about those around you, and you did not know that with each of these words, you were unknowingly placing a brick in the wall that separates you from my blessings. The enemy has no power over you unless you give it to him, and you have done so without even realizing it. Every time you say that you cannot, that you are unworthy, that you are not strong enough, that you have no hope, you have signed an invisible agreement with darkness. Every time you complain about what you lack, you have unknowingly declared that lack as your reality, and the enemy uses your very words to keep you bound in a cycle of despair and suffering. But tonight, I come to break every false word you have ever spoken. I come to shatter every bondage created by negative speech. I do not only desire to free you from the darkness around you, I want to release you from the very chains you have unknowingly forged for yourself with your own tongue. From this moment on, you must understand that every word you speak carries power. Your words are not just fleeting sounds, they carry spiritual energy. They will either bring light or strengthen the darkness. They will either open the way for my blessings or invite the oppression of the enemy. And I want you to choose words of life. Begin to use your tongue to declare what I have ordained for you. When you feel weak, do not say that you cannot. Say that you can do all things through me, the one who strengthens you. When you face difficulties, do not complain. Declare that I am your provider, that I will never forsake you, that I am doing a new thing in your life. When you feel afraid, do not let words of worry leave your lips. Say that I am your fortress, your safe refuge, the one who goes before you in every battle. My child, I want you to use your words as a weapon, not to wound yourself, but to fight against the darkness. Use your words to build, to heal, to encourage, to bring life. When you speak positively, when you declare my promises, when you use your words to praise me instead of complaining, you will see everything begin to change. The atmosphere in your home will shift. My presence will fill the space where you dwell. Peace will replace anxiety. Joy will overflow where there was once only stress and worry. When you speak good things, light will overtake the darkness, and you will no longer leave gaps for the enemy to enter your life. But, my child, remember that transformation does not come only through words spoken in moments of ease. It must be a continual commitment. I want you to guard your tongue not only when you feel joyful, but also when you are tested. I want you to choose to speak life even when surrounded by adversity, for that is faith, not speaking what you see, but declaring what I have promised, even before you can see it with your eyes. Let your words become powerful prayers. Let your mouth proclaim your trust in me. Let your lips be a fountain of life, bringing encouragement to yourself and those around you. And I promise you this, as you change the way you speak, you will witness a mighty transformation in your life. When you begin to declare goodness, blessings will pour out like a flood. When you use your words to align with heaven instead of darkness, every barrier will be broken, every curse will be undone, and you will step into a new season of complete freedom. So, my child, from this day forward, be mindful of your words. Use your tongue to build up, not to tear down. Let every word you speak reflect my light, reflect your faith, and reflect the goodness I have ordained for you. For every word you utter carries weight in the spiritual realm, and you have a choice, either to use them to open doors for blessings or to let them become chains that bind you. Today I call you to choose life. Let your mouth be a fountain overflowing with grace, and let your words become instruments of victory. For I have destined you for a life unchained, a life filled with light, a life where every word you speak will reflect my glory. You do not realize that what you take in every day, music, movies, books, and everything you allow your mind to be immersed in, affects your soul more than you think. Every melody, every lyric, every story that you permit to enter your mind is an invitation, an open door for spirits to enter your life. Some bring light, but there are things you unknowingly absorb that carry darkness, slowly yet surely seeping into your thoughts, emotions, and faith. My beloved child, have you ever wondered why, at times, you feel restless for no apparent reason? Why there are nights when sleep evades you, days when you feel unsettled, or moments when your mind is filled with negativity, anger, or doubt? The enemy is cunning. It does not need to storm into your life in an obvious and violent manner. It does not need to appear in terrifying forms or overpower you with force. No. It is wise enough to slip in through what you deem harmless. A song with a beautiful melody, but lyrics filled with darkness, sorrow, and despair, can subtly bind you to emotions you do not understand. A movie filled with violence and images that do not belong to the light can plant seeds of fear in your soul without your awareness. A book with distorted messages and deceptive philosophies can quietly alter the way you perceive life, love, and even yourself. The enemy knows well how humans operate. It understands that you are designed to absorb what you see, hear, and dwell on. That is why it uses entertainment as a silent pathway to sow destruction. It does not need to steal your faith all at once, only to make you familiar with what is not of me, only to make you see what is wrong is harmless, and gradually, what seems harmless will become normal, and what is normal will become part of you. My child, you cannot drink from two sources and expect to remain pure. You cannot hunger for my presence while feeding your mind with things that contradict my truth. You cannot desire a peaceful soul, yet immerse yourself in content that only sows chaos and anxiety. You cannot walk in the light while filling your mind with things born of darkness. I do not say this to make you afraid or to condemn you. I say this to open your eyes. For you must understand that what you allow your soul to absorb will shape your reality. What you listen to, watch, and read will influence the way you think, the way you feel, and ultimately, the way you act. When you continuously listen to negative words, your mind will begin to align with negativity. When you allow your eyes to be filled with wrongful images, your heart will start to waver with temptations that do not belong to me. When you fill your time with content that goes against the truth, you will find your faith gradually eroding without even realizing it. My child, the time has come for you to awaken. It is time for you to guard your mind and soul as if protecting the most precious treasure. For from your heart, everything in your life will flow. If you allow light to fill you, you will reflect light. But if you let darkness seep in, it will slowly dim your soul. From this day forward, I call you to become the guardian of your mind. Choose carefully what you listen to. Be mindful of what you watch, and discern what you read. If it does not honor me, if it does not bring life, if it does not strengthen your faith, then you do not need it. If it sows doubt, fear, anxiety, or despair, then it is not meant for you. Return to the things that belong to me. Let my words echo in your heart instead of the words of the world. Listen to songs of praise so that your mind is lifted rather than dragged down. Spend time meditating on my word rather than filling your thoughts with the meaningless. Do you understand? You cannot step into the glory I have prepared for you if you are still holding on to the things that pull you backward. You cannot receive the fullness I have for you if you allow the wrong voices to whisper into your soul every day. You must decide. You must choose. Do not let what seems small become the very thing that hinders you from the blessings I have for you. Do not let what you believe is harmless be the very snare that subtly pulls you away from the light. My child, if you have been praying for change, this is part of the answer. If you have been crying out for me to set you free from burdens, this is how I begin. By teaching you how to guard your mind and soul. Step into a new season. Purge from your life all that does not belong to me. Make room for what brings life. When you do this, you will feel the difference immediately. Your mind will feel lighter, your heart will be at peace, and your soul will expand to receive the goodness I have prepared for you. The enemy does not only attack you with trials, it also uses people to weaken you. It sends toxic relationships, individuals who seem trustworthy on the outside but are filled with deceitful schemes. It uses sweet words to disguise its true intentions, emotions to bind you to things you should never be entangled with. And the most dangerous thing is this: If you are not awake, you will not even recognize that it is happening right before your eyes. But tonight, I come to reveal the truth. I come to open your eyes so you may see clearly what you have never realized. Do not be afraid when I lift the veil. Do not be alarmed when I show you the true nature of people's hearts. For there are those whom you thought were friends, but in reality they have been hindering you. There are those in whom you have placed your trust, but they were never meant to be part of your journey. My child, the time has come for you to seek my wisdom. Ask me for spiritual eyes to clearly see who walks with you by my will, and who is there only to draw you away from the purpose I have ordained for you. Not everyone can accompany you into the next season. Not everyone can walk with you into the new things I am preparing. There are those who must depart. Some relationships will come to an end. There are things you must let go of, not because you do not love them, but because I do not want you to be hindered. Be ready, my beloved, for there will be separations. Do not cling to the things I am calling you to leave behind. Do not hold on to those whom I am telling you to release. Do not try to revive relationships that I am allowing to close. When I cut something from your life, it is not to harm you, but to protect you. When I clear away what surrounds you, it is to make space for better things. You may feel heartbroken when you realize that some people you cherished do not truly belong to you. You may feel empty when certain doors close. But, my beloved, trust that everything I do has a purpose. I never take away without giving something better. I never close a door without opening another that is more secure, more righteous. Remember this: what you allow into your life will influence you. Your relationships can either lift you up or bring you down. Those you walk with can lead you to the light or push you into darkness. If you walk with those who do not share the light, you will gradually lose your way. If you let the wrong voices speak into your life, you will gradually become lost. But I have chosen you to walk in the light. I have placed you on a journey unlike any other, and I do not want you to be delayed by things that do not belong to you. Stand up. Let me do what I need to do. Do not fear separation. Do not fear change, for it is all part of my plan. You will see what I am doing. You will see those whom you thought would always be there suddenly walk away. You will see conversations cease, relationships fade. Do not chase after them. Do not try to hold on. Let me do my work, and trust that when you lose something, I am preparing something better for you. My beloved, now is the time for you to rise up and declare your spiritual authority. I am not calling you to continue living in indifference, unaware of what is happening in your own space. No, I am inviting you into a sacred cleansing, a thorough sweeping away of everything that has unintentionally or deliberately crept into your house and does not belong to me. Listen to my words, my child. Tonight, I want you to go through every room, every hidden corner, every place in the house you have considered safe. But do you know this? The enemy never acts openly. He always hides in places you least expect. He does not come to the bright spots, but sneaks into dark corners, forgotten places, spaces you do not often look at. But tonight, I will illuminate every nook and cranny. I will expose what needs to be removed, what needs to be destroyed, what has unintentionally become a point of contact for darkness in your life. My child, take the oil and anoint every room, every door, every wall. Let my holy oil penetrate every corner of your house. so there will be no place left for the enemy to hide. Walk with boldness, for you are not doing this alone. My angels walk with you, my light is leading you. Call upon my name over your house. Declare that this place belongs to me, that no force can claim it, that no soul not belonging to the light can exist in this space. Place your hands upon each door, every window frame, every item in your home, and say, "This house is of the Lord." There is no place for darkness here. There is no place for oppression. There is no place for anything that does not belong to Him. Do you know, my child, that in my name is unshakable power? When you declare my name, darkness must retreat. When you call upon my name, all evil spirits must tremble. When you place my name over your family, over yourself, over your living space, nothing can stand before that sacred presence. My child, do not overlook anything. Do not think that there are insignificant things unworthy of attention. Anything that does not belong to me can become a foothold for the enemy. Do not merely clean the outside, but purify your spirit. Do not perform this as a ritual. Perform it with your whole heart, with a longing to step into a space wholly sanctified by my presence. Let your mouth be full of my words. Do not just read my promises, proclaim them. Do not merely know of my power, use it. When you speak my words, when you declare my life and my protection, heaven will answer. Remember, my word does not return void, but will accomplish the purpose I have set for it. My child, when you do this, you will see the difference. The atmosphere in your home will change. A lightness will replace heaviness. A supernatural peace will fill where before there was only chaos. The dreams once disturbed will become peaceful nights. The invisible pressures that weighed upon you will be lifted off your shoulders. For when I enter, nothing can stand against. But child, do not let this be a fleeting act. Keep this holiness. Guard your space. Do not let what does not belong to me return. Do not allow old habits, past thoughtlessness, to open doors for darkness once again. Keep your house as you keep your very soul. Create an atmosphere of worship in the space where you live. Let songs of praise to me fill your home. Let prayer be the foundation of your family. Do not let this house be merely a shelter, but let it become a place where I meet with you, a place where my presence is ever abundant. And child, remember that I do not only wish to do this in your physical home, but I desire to do this within your very heart. For you are the temple of the Holy Spirit. If you do not only purify your living space, but also purify your soul, I will do great things through you. So, do not hesitate, do not delay. Rise up now, walk in sanctification, declare my word. Let my name be proclaimed everywhere in your life. And when you do this, you will see my power move more clearly than ever before. Now come before me in your prayer, and you may say the following: Lord, I open my heart to receive your presence. Please prepare my spirit to be ready for the visitation from heaven. Do not allow me to be distracted or afraid, but help me walk in faith and obedience. I eagerly await your revelation. Lord, I ask you to send your angel to my home. May their presence dispel the darkness, break the chains, and reveal the truth I have never known. Make my heart sensitive to your guidance. Lord, purify my house from all spiritual defilement. Reveal to me what does not belong to you hiding in my home. Grant me the courage to remove what does not please you, and make my home a holy place for your presence to dwell. Lord, open my spiritual ears to hear your voice clearly when you speak. Do not let me be blinded by lies or fear. May my mind be alert and my soul ready to receive what you wish to reveal. Lord, illuminate the dark places in my life. Expose the lies I have believed, the bondages I have not recognized, and the dark spirits that have entered my life. Help me face the truth and step into freedom. Lord, I know there are things that have kept me in fear, doubt, and insecurity. But today, I ask you to break every chain that binds my spirit. Help me walk in the victory and freedom you have already prepared for me. Lord, if there is anything in my home, anything in my life that does not belong to you, please show me. Grant me the courage to remove it without regret, for I desire to walk in your holiness and peace. Lord, I know you are doing a new thing in my life. Help me let go of the old, not holding on to what you are calling me to forsake. I receive your renewal, purification, and guidance for this season. Lord, please cover me, my family, and my home with your heavenly protection. Send your angel to stand guard at the door so that no dark power may enter. I declare that where you are, there is light and peace. Lord, I know the enemy will try to sow fear and doubt into my heart, but I have decided to stand firm on your promises. Help me not to fear or be shaken, but to trust completely in your plan. Lord, place your words in my mouth so that I may not speak words of negativity, confusion, or fear. Help me speak words of life, faith, and hope, creating a spiritual atmosphere filled with your presence. Lord, grant me discernment to recognize who you have sent and who the enemy has sown into my life. Help me not to be deceived by appearances, but to have wisdom to know what comes from you and what does not. Lord, I declare that this house belongs to you. Every room, every hidden corner, every item in this house is dedicated to you. I declare your name over my house, and I believe that no power can stand against your presence. Lord, I know that this visitation is not only to reveal the truth, but also to transform me. Please do your work in me. Renew my mind, shape me according to your will, and prepare me to step into the great things you have already planned for me. I offer this prayer in the precious name of Jesus Christ. Amen. If you love the Lord, do not forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you do not miss out on the meaningful and life-giving messages from Him. Together we will grow in faith and live a life full of His love. Amen.